The CEREC technique is more centered around the convenience to the patient. You don't have to have multiple visits. You don't have to have messy temporaries that may fall out or not fit well to begin with. The material itself is extremely compatible and extremely closely matched to natural human dentition, and the patient gets it done in one sitting. So you don't have to have this repeated visits over and over and over again, which obviously increases the likelihood of post-operative problems, inflammation, sensitivity. It's done in one visit. It's done in one. So it's a very distinct advantage for the patient as compared to the traditional techniques, which are sent to a lab. You have to have the temporary put in, it may not fit, and then you have to come back on this already sore area and have to have it worked on yet again. We realized that ceramics were a much more natural, biocompatible material to use for restoring teeth. So if a patient had a problem where they broke a tooth, or they need a crown, or they need a veneer, obviously ceramics were much more ideally matched to the human dentition than metal-based restoration or silver amalgam or even gold. So we found that ceramics were an ideal match in terms of how they function in a human being's mouth. The wear is identical to the natural human dentition. The light refracting in the material makes it extremely lifelike. It allows us to reconstruct the tooth in a way that's much more conservative and much more realistic. We then started recognizing that what's the best ceramics that were available, and we found that the CEREC machine used a ceramic block that was made under incredibly controlled circumstances in a factory to give it better properties than what we were able to get from, say, a local lab that was able to build it in-house. So the problem with that was, how do you deliver this block of ceramic into the actual mouth? And the CEREC machine is a 6-axis milling unit that creates the restoration, which fits very, very closely to the human dentition without the impressions, temporaries. So anytime you need a crown, anytime you need a veneer, a bridge, an implant, these technologies allow us to create an incredible result for the patient in one sitting. And time is very valuable to a lot of our patients. Time is extremely valuable. So it's really helpful for a patient to be able to come in here in one sitting and have the restoration done instead of having to come back multiple times. We found that it's an amazing technique and an amazing technology to deliver the best standard of care for our patients.